As the Final Fantasy VII Rebirth Lecture Series comes to an end, it kind of feels bittersweet. It's been an amazing semester, but what are we supposed to do until Part 3 arrives? Well, good news, we've got you covered. Final Fantasy VII content will continue into 2025 with the much requested video essays and even more guest interviews. In fact, we've already been reaching out to new guests to join the 2025 lineup. And I'm so excited to introduce you all to even more voices and new thinkers in the fandom. Now, all of this is going to take place on a new day of content, the Final Fantasy Friday Fix. This exciting edition will bring you a dedicated focus to the entire Final Fantasy series with a special emphasis on lecture plays. So starting in January, we're committed to providing you with an in-depth analysis of every Final Fantasy game. That's right, starting with 1 all the way through 16 and beyond. I'm so excited to relive these adventures with you every week through interviews, video essays, and live lecture plays. Welcome to a new era of ProfNoctis content, Final Fantasy Fridays. And all of this is in addition to our regular weekly show, now releasing on Wednesdays, along with our latest lecture series. For that, let's take a look. Hey, what's up everybody? Can you hear me? I bet you can't. Oh yeah, you can. It looks like it. It looks like you can. What's up everybody? How are we doing? Welcome in, welcome in.
Sir.
Thank you for the subs. Thank you so much. What a fitting new year. Oh man, what does this say? It's your 1-year anniversary? What? Oh my god, happy anniversary. Everybody, it's so good to be with you. It feels like it's been so long since our last struggle against Jenova and menus. But we back, baby! Back from the dead, call it a rebirth. What's up, everybody? What's up? You know, it is a special day. It's a special anniversary, as a matter of fact, because it is the anniversary of my very first video essay on Final Fantasy VII Remake, the Whisper video. I didn't plan it this way, but the Whisper video in Predestination came out 1 year ago today, and that's pretty cool. So, in fact, a lot of you, I met a lot of you this time last year when you saw that video. Huge thanks to Schrodinger Baby Seal for promoting that video back in the day. You guys, it's been a great holiday for me. Happy New Year to you. Happy New Year to all of you. Hope you're doing good. We have had an amazing break here, and it's been awesome. But it's good to be with you all tonight. Well, everybody, I told you that I was going to start out tonight with a big announcement, because this is our last Final Fantasy VII Rebirth lecture play, at least lecture play proper as part of this lecture series. Like you saw in the intro video, the teaser, we are going to be having Final Fantasy Fridays, but tonight I am really excited to announce one big thing, and I'm excited to share it with you. Let's watch together as I unveil our new ProfNoctis merch shop. Let's talk about the ProfNoctis merch shop real quick. So finally, after so much waiting, you have been so patient. We have it, everybody. So let's just take a look real quick. We're gonna go a little bit by little bit here. So here we are. Let's start. We've got some hoodies, Gains Before Games hoodies, including a very special Rebirth Edition Gains Before Games hoodie. This was designed by our own Wiley, everybody. You can see it right here. Look at this guy. That's pretty cool. That's an Under Armour hoodie, and then there's a t-shirt that's perfect for your kind of sort of Gains Before Games pre-workout, perhaps. You've also got ProfNoctis t-shirts. You've got water bottles, a pretty dope hat I'm excited about. You've got other hoodies and stuff like that because it's winter, so we've got winter season. But here's what I'm really excited to share with you about. We've got this dope notebook that is Final Fantasy VII Rebirth lecture themed. Again, I don't know if you can see all this, but this is some good stuff with some stickers, and Aerith would have loved this, everybody. on the lecture series notes. Wiley designed this, and just incredible stuff. It's pretty cool. We got some Yuffie, Gilgamesh stuff, Cloud and Roche. I love this. This is so funny. The site is live now. You can check out the link when Streamlabs decides to show it. I'll show you off a little bit more. We are doing a collection of mugs here with a tagline called I Game and I Know Things. So we've got one for Final Fantasy 16 with our Mythos Logos series, if you saw that. And then we've also got I Game and I Know Things for Rebirth as well, with kind of that title right there, which is pretty cool. So on one side, you've got the I Game and I Know Things. I'm sorry, I didn't set up the Prof merch thing. I'll put the link in there real quick for you. There you go. Right there is a link for you. Yeah, that's it. I think that the mugs are going to be pretty cool. We're going to do those for all of the series. And then on the other side, I don't have a full view of that one, but you've got the lecture series image right there on the other side. Pretty cool stuff. I think that you're gonna absolutely love it. I wish that I had physical copies of them right now. I would be sharing them with you. Pretty cool stuff, I think. And we're gonna be adding more. Also, there is a cool Final Fantasy 16 Mythos Logos sticker. So you've got Logos here and an upside down Mythos right there, and it kind of lets you know. And that in the background is the Final Fantasy 16 stuff in stained glass. Is there going to be a Final Fantasy 15 version? Yeah, there is. I just couldn't get it together by today. So we are going to do that. Yeah. And I think it's going to be awesome. So I hope that y'all really enjoy that. Give me 1 second real quick. So yeah, I'm pretty excited about that. I'm really excited about the Games Before Games merch here. I mean, look at that. Isn't that cool? So you've got the one that's the special Rebirth edition, and then you've got the one that's just kind of normal and standard edition, with just the Games Before Games. And then look at this, the controller barbell on the front. Isn't that kind of neat? I think that's so cool. So anyway, if you are wanting to work out and stuff, we're going to be putting out some more workout stuff in the coming weeks to kind of motivate you. 1 second. Gotta change a few settings here. Send a few messages. Yes. So, RAs, I just sent you a message in Discord, so go ahead and check that if you would like. So anyway, that is live now, and you'll be able to go and check that out at your leisure. So anyway, I think it's pretty cool. I'm stoked for that hat. Hopefully I'm going to get it in my sample stuff next week so I can kind of show it off for you, but we'll see. So anyway, I'll let you know whenever new merch comes out, but yeah, the notebook I think is going to be pretty cool, and we've got a Last of Us one coming for the next lecture series as well, but we wanted to give everybody those kind of things. I think it would also be pretty cool to do like actual stickers of these. This is going to be printed on this, but I think it'd be cool to do stickers of all of these things as well. So there's that. That's pretty neat, I think. Yeah. Oh man, lady, I'm so grateful. Thank you. I think those stickers would be so cool on a laptop. I love the little graduate cactuar. I think that's really cool. So anyway, well, I just wanted to share that with you because I mean I think that's pretty awesome. So huge thank you to Wiley, JD Wiley, for that. I wish he was in the chat tonight. I know that he is going through a move in real life. Subtext, we've got a merch website. So right on. I hope that you enjoy the water bottle. It's Camelback. So your Gains 4 Games, and it's got on one side the Gains 4 Games logo, and on the back it's got GB4G, which is also kind of neat. In fact, I can show you something pretty cool about the hats, which I think is just kind of rad. Let me pull this back up for you. So on on this hat, this is the classic ProfNoctis hat. Okay, so on the front you've got an embroidered controller, right, with a book sort of thing, so it looks like a book and stuff. But on the back, those that know, okay? It's IGAIKT. The whole tagline here is I game and I know things. Kind of riffing on that Game of Thrones, I drink and I know things thing. But it just felt like that was such like the vibe that we're trying to do. Like I game and I know things. And so that's on the back, but then on the side, you've got a little ProfNoctis thing as well. So you've got 3 embroidered spots here. I think it's pretty subtle. And stuff, but I think that's a good looking hat as well. The other thing for Gains 4 Games, that's the back side. You see the GB4G, and then on the front you've got the barbell. That's a controller. Isn't that neat? I think that's kind of awesome, and it comes in different colors. You've got the gray, looks like corduroy, and then you've got black on black if you just really want to be subtle, and then you've got kind of a tan khaki looking thing as well for Gains 4 Games. So, but I wanted to try to get some merch that I would actually wear. Got the camo here. Yeah. And so then you've got different colors for this as well. So that's the back, that's the front. Those are 2 of the colors. I dig the kind of dark navy. There's also like an ash Ketchum. You've also got pink if you want a good bright pink hoodie, and then you've got a dark gray thing too. So that's pretty cool. So anyway, I think it's pretty rad. I hope that you like it, and if you have any suggestions for merch as we move into the spring, you know, we'll definitely get some summer merch. You know what I'm saying? So that'd be pretty cool. So anyway, go check out the merch shop and enjoy it. And also give a huge shout out to one of our RAs, JD Wiley. He designed a lot of this stuff. So yeah. Anyway, I hope that you enjoy it. So more stickers. Okay, yeah. Okay, I'll be working on stickers for you all. Well, tonight we're back with our final lecture series playthrough, and we've had Final Voyage playing in the background for the last like 30 minutes. It feels like, as we went through the merch. But tonight we are going to go through the last part of chapter 14. So it felt like we needed some semi-heroic music, which is going to be pretty cool. It sets a pretty good tone for this night, final voyage, because it is our final voyage, right? So with that, why don't we go ahead and hop into the game tonight? We are going to focus on the gameplay, and I'm going to do a few wrap-up kind of lectures as well, and then we are going to explore the final, the ending, and we're going to talk about the ending. Subtext, good question. Am I going to talk about, do I have any fresh thoughts for the finale? Well, the answer, sir, is yes. Yes, I do. So, my thoughts for the finale are going to be this. Tonight, we are going to talk a little bit about Greek mythology, thanks to our RAs, research assistants. But we're also going to really examine the ending. Today, actually, Evan and I recorded next week's episode of the ProfNoctis Weekly Show. And just so you know, it is going to release Monday. We're doing Mondays still until The Last of Us starts. Just be ready for that. We're going to be doing a lot of looking into those things. So, as to when we're going to start that exact thing. But Monday's weekly show is going to be me and Evan recapping a lot of the lecture series as a whole. We're going to talk about some of the guests and some of the things that blew my mind and some of the things that I've learned. And so some of that's going to probably come out tonight. But as we approach the ending tonight, I really want us to think about, this idea of fate. And can it truly be defied? I also want us to think about what's up with Jenova and what is going on there. I'll tell you a phrase that came up in the middle of our closing thoughts today. And it was this. Jenova is creating this kind of illusionary deception for Cloud. This idea of possibilities that could have been, would have been, should have been if he had only been different at times. And one thing I've learned in my life, and especially as we think about New Year and the past year and all that kind of stuff, it really is a potent moment for us to say and think, there's not a real life Jenova in our lives that's like distorting our illusions and stuff. But I have sensed that kind of distraction several times in my life. That kind of distraction that says, you know what, if you could go back 10, 20 years, if you could go back to that point in time, what would you be? Who would you be? And sometimes we get so stuck in the past and we get so fixated on what could have been that we lose the opportunity, we miss the opportunity to impact what actually is. And so tonight, that's one of the things that we are going to be talking about. This game, one of the things I love about this game is it is so good at telling us that kind of story. So, anyway, as we get into it tonight, my hope is that we're gonna experience the ending together. And we're gonna have some new ideas and thoughts and details about this. So let me ask you, chat, do you want to just get right into the Jenova fight? That's where I'm saved. But we can also go back and just do all of chapter 14 as well. That's the whole dream sequence, but we've already kind of done that. But we can also build the stage, set the stage and stuff. I ain't got nothing to do tomorrow. And who knows how long the Jenova fight's going to take me. But we can do either one. I will say that currently my MP is a little lower than I would like it to be. Dealer's choice. Okay, here's what we'll do. If I'm struggling with MP management, we'll start over. Let's just beat the crap out of the alien. Let's do what we can. You already need some caffeine, but you're up for whatever. That's what we'll do. Hey, listen, PC comes out next month, so... well, let's go ahead and do this then. Straight to the fight. And here we are, right here before the fight. And I feel like I have rested at the bench. but it only did my my good old not you. It only did my HP because this is hard mode. Yeah, the fight is long enough as it is, and hopefully I'll do enough damage that maybe I will refill my MP with MP absorb. But we'll see. We'll see. Okay, we'll just see. Ah. PC is this month, technically. You're right. Okay, we're going to take it all down tonight. So, as we kind of set the stage, because we may be getting into some crazy stuff here in a moment. What an epic shot this is right here. So, with that in the background, I do want to read straight from our research assistants, okay? This is something they compiled just for tonight, since we've done so many lectures at this point. But they wanted to have something for tonight, so here it is. And this is a bit of a digression. And it's about Orpheus and Aerith. Okay? So I talked to you a little bit about Orpheus last time. Okay? A bard that was the founder of these Orphic mysteries. And we talked about a little bit that he had the power to charm all creation with his music, from people to animals to the earth itself. When his wife tragically died soon after the wedding, he descended into the underworld alive and asked Hades and Persephone to allow him to bring her back to the surface. Now, after charming them both with his music, they restored her life and they allowed Orpheus to bring her back. However, he was told that she must walk behind him and that he must not look back until they were both outside the realm of the dead. This he failed to do, and so she was lost to death again. The details of Orpheus's failure are many and varied. In some tellings, he thinks she tripped on her way out and turns to help her. In others, he fears he's been tricked and turns to make sure that she is in fact behind him. In Plato's telling, however, he's actually tricked, and the gods give him a phantom of his wife as a punishment for presuming to enter the underworld alive and ask a favor. But in all versions, however, the result is the same. Orpheus's love for his wife prompts both his journey and his failure. In Plato's telling as well, Orpheus is denied his wife because of his weakness and his own cowardice. Orpheus would enter the underworld, but he's not willing to die first. So in a similar way, Sephiroth in Remake tells Cloud he's too weak to save anyone, even yourself. And then in Rebirth, gives Cloud his blessing to try to escape the reunion, as well as to try to save Aerith. Succumbing to Jenova would be a death to Cloud, one Sephiroth would now bring about by Cloud's failure to save Aerith. Oddly enough, though, this death or succumbing to Jenova is prevented by Aerith, who allows Cloud, via a phantom of herself, to think she's still alive, and therefore that he saved her. Whatever kind of love exists between Cloud and Aerith, it defines both the struggle and the tragedy. What's really interesting is as we take on this lens for this ending that we're going to experience. Now, the question for us is, at what point in Part 3 will it be safe for Cloud to recognize that Aerith is dead? Orpheus was devastated by the loss of his wife, forsook the company of women, and was killed by a group of spurned would-be lovers. Fortunately, Cloud's would-be lovers are all on his side. Both Aerith and Tifa are guiding him as gently as possible until he can face the whole truth. You have to not look up. Orpheus's reunion with his wife was doomed when he looked back, which he was told not to do until he was safe. Aerith, though, seems to be counting on the disobedience as part of her own. There I go again, putting my foot in my mouth. When will I ever learn, she says during the dream sequence. So what benefit could this knowledge afford Cloud in Part 3? I think that's pretty cool stuff. Certainly rooted in some of this core thing of Greek mythology. So, I've coined tonight's stream, and I'll talk a little bit more about it during the credits, but I have coined tonight's stream Requiem for a Dream. This is a movie that came out years ago, but it's a movie about the delusions, usually induced from drugs, until the crippling reality sets in. It's illusions of what life is but it's kind of the reality of the death of that life. Interesting sort of thing. We'll discuss the movie a little bit later on, but I think it's a great parallel to what we see here in this game. So with that, let's go fight Jenova, shall we? Isn't that cool? Huge hand for our research assistants for coming up with all of this, these fun facts and rock facts as we go through this game. So thanks you guys once again for your hard work this semester. All right, let's do it.
Oh, planet and its faithful stewards, please, lend me your strength. I know I'm doing this wrong. You'll never taught me how to pray. Oath was the last word in Sephiroth, and I never learned.
This scene with these whispers, I went back and looked at the original death of Aerith in the original game in 1997, and when Sephiroth falls down, there is this green, just kind of, it's so interesting, this green sort of like ghastly, ghostly stuff around him. And it's so interesting that it's almost like the devs looked at that and said, let's turn them into beings. It's really, really fascinating.
To keep the others safe. They mean so much to me.
Oh, Aerith. Yeah, go back and look. You'll see these green wisps around Sephiroth as he comes down. This sequence is so effective for me too. I freaking love it. It is just a roller coaster of emotions. And just the musical cues as well. Just beautiful. Wow. It is just lighting, but it is interesting. Okay, let's watch. Love that it makes you fight it. Yeah, look at that mosaic. God, it's just such cool touches. Ah! Oh. Oh, God, such an amazing shot. Yeah. Yes, sir. Oh my God. I've seen this scene probably 60 plus times now, and it still hits me like the first. 1B or 6F, Chris. Mm.
Don't wait.
It's just magnificent. It's
Your
just
tears are empty. Just like
slashing the blood.
Cloud, it's okay.
Aerith.
My gosh.
And so it begins. A confluence of worlds and emotions. Loss, chief among them. It engulfs fleeting moments of joy, transforming them into rage, sadness, hatred. Never have I felt them so keenly.
I got this.
Oh, Cloud. Matt, I think it's meant to make us wonder what Tifa sees. Oh my gosh. And look how it's giving Cloud the strength. He needs a little bit of clarity here. Like, he can't grieve in this moment.
Such clouded eyes.
Ah, man. It's almost like the Barrett Palmer fight, right?
You're just a puppet.
Oh my gosh, here we go. Oh my gosh, oh my gosh! You are just a puppet! This is madness! Okay, so let's do this. Let me get my prime mode on. And let's hit him with a Firaga, maybe? Wait, can Tifa give me... Do I have empowerment? Yeah, let's do that. Let's do that. Now let's hit him with a Firaga. Yeah, now we're getting our MP back. Come on. Okay, he's immune until... Hit that barrier. Yeah, let's go, baby. No, do not. Everybody, you just chill back there. Okay, everybody get your stuff up. Okay.
It's on you. You've done it before. Can do it again.
Woo! I'm about to die here. Yikes! Oh my gosh, let's go.
You good?
Yeah.
We're so good, baby. We're so good. Come on, let's do this. Man, I love this part so much, this music. And we're back at full MP. Heck yeah, we are. Oh, we staggered, baby! In with that Faraga! And let's hit him with a Cheat Trap and a True Strike. Yes, and as for Barret... Okay, let's go, let's go! It's so good!
You good? Better than that thing's gonna be in a few minutes. Got that right. Watch yourself.
Come on, baby! Everybody limits. The right wing is crippled. Okay, Barret, let's go. Oh man, I didn't give Nanaki the thing. Dang it. That's okay. Catastrophe it is. Okay, Red, we didn't do it, but that's okay. Oh, we did get it. Okay, why not? Okay, let's go, baby. Cloud and Yuffie.
Deal with that.
I'm your one-stop slobbering shop. You gotta admit, it's been awesome having me on the team, right?
Hasn't been more.
Devastation, baby. Let's
You
go.
can say that again. Real trick.
Ow.
There's no saving you now.
Go. Go. And Cloud with a little bit of Faraga.
Keep it together.
Come on, baby.
That shit out of here! Yeah!
I love this part so much. It's too good.
Mind if we drop in? Because we thought we'd swing that.
I love this part so much. It's so Advent Children-like at the end. Also, this first triple tech attack, triple synergy there, I think that's a preview of part 3. That scene right there. Triple tech, baby!
Long as you guys can keep up.
Maybe we'll try this one. And the rest is up to
Diddle-oo, diddle-oo. Okay, now we're back to being a little bit slow here. Get out of that, get out of that. Let's see here. How about Cloud? And as for you, why don't you cure us? Ooh, block that, baby.
Take it from here.
Get out of there! Crap, I'm stunned. Dude, get out of there! Whoa!
What now?
Now, my friends. You're never gonna see me better than I just was. You are never gonna see me better than I just was.
White, as far as the eye can see.
Let me... We just need to pause for a second, because that's never freaking happened in the history of my gaming. Like, I just freaking destroyed Jenova so fast. Now all I have to do is to be able to read a menu. Oh my gosh! New year, new me, baby. And I sure hope that Sephiroth is as easy as that was. That fight went so well for me. We did not joke around. Okay. Woo. Listen. You celebrate a win for just a second, and then you move on. Okay, it's on to the next thing. Wow! Pro gamer prof over here. Oh my gosh, that's never happened ever. Okay, let's take a breather. Take a break. Jenova's down. Now to Sephiroth. This was the part that I really had trouble with, and the menus. But no, I did not die. Quite the opposite. Quite the opposite. I didn't just win, I destroyed Jenova Life Clinger. Embarrassed. It looked like Notre Dame with Georgia. Oh, that too soon. Or Michigan with Bama. I could say that too. Okay. Whew. Listen, big day. The Fighting Irish and Cloud. Okay, let's go.
Hey, anybody there?
How about that?
Oh, I am going to have to change some materia for this next set, though. Just FYI. So talk amongst yourselves.
Nice to see you too. So, I hear you've been pretty busy.
The Fighting Irish logo, but it's Cloud.
Zach. How's about we save the catching up for later?
Oh, this song. I love that they got to fight together, too. Ugh, I love it so much. The fact that we got a Zack Cloud team up, this is like the stuff of dreams. Also, did you see that Zack was holding the sword like this? Very similar to what we'll see later. That's pretty rad. Okay, let me look at my notes, because I did do some homework for this. Okay, first things first, we have to look at Sweet Aerith. We got Plum Rose. Oh, I've really messed her up. Let me give her the Choco King cape. Choco King cape. Okay, beautiful. And then we've got our favorites on, not ATB stagger. We don't need that. We need HP up and MP up. Take that from Nanaki there. Oh! Yeah, we're good. It's your naming day tomorrow. Oh! Happy naming day! Embrace your dream. Embrace your dreams. Alright, everybody. While I'm doing some materia management to this most epic music, why don't we do a mini-game stretch break? Not that we've done anything worth stretching since the Jenova fight was so fast. Let's do a quick mini-game stretch break, though. So, in the chat, here's what I want you to do. I want you, while I'm playing materia games, we're going to do a Geek Therapy card deck for clients and therapists, okay? Our friends that we typically utilize on the weekly show, 87 practices to improve thoughts, build insight, take action in your life, and de-stress. So, I want a number between 1 and 10, okay? 1 and 10. First one gets it. First one gets it. 1 and 10. 7 it is. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All right. Here it is, everybody. It's a good New Year's question. Sorry, I go with the first one this time because we don't have the bingo wheel of destiny because we defy destiny in this chat. This one's about self-care, everybody. So, in your new year, here's the question for you. Here's a side quest for you. Even characters we play as require breaks at times. So, when was the last time that you felt like you needed to take a daily break from technology? What did you do? Did you take the break? And if you were to take a break in the future, what would you do in order to really make sure that you do that? So, we're talking about breaks from technology. Have you ever had a break from technology? Do you need a break from technology? And if so, how did you make it work? Because we live in a pretty tech-heavy world. So, put your answers in the chat. Everybody chat about it, and then we will dive in. Thank you, Jedi, for reposting the question over on YouTube. Same for you guys as well. When was the last time you took a break from technology? What did you do? Or, if you were to take a break from technology, what would you do to ensure it? And while you're doing that, I am going to rebuild my party with materia. Okay, so back to area. We got to give her an empowerment materia. It really is around everywhere. It's so hard to do that. It's so hard to do that. La 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 la. Let's see. Some coconuts. Okay. Gonna take that from. Okay. There's that. Sorry, I'm not trying to ignore the chat. I'm just trying to get these things together. So y'all Hope you're having a good conversation, because I'm not even looking at it. I'll catch up, I promise. I want to read them. La 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 la. Okay, let's make sure she's got healing. Alexander. Good. Feel mostly good about this. Okay, let's go over to Yuffie. We've got Crystalline Cross. Okay. Yeah, I've got some friends that are currently vacationing in a yurt away from technology. Have you ever been in a yurt before? I need to go stay in a yurt and turn off all technology. It's so good for reflection, right? To just like chill and be. I think that's good stuff. I need it in my life. Let's look at some of these things. We've got altruistic recovery, max HP plus 200. Let's do another magic attack power. Good. So then, Tifa. Let's give you where's that healing Karkanat? Is the closest to a yurt that you'd get? That's funny. Does she have all this? Yes. Healing, magnify. Good deal. And then we're giving her vampirism, yeah. Good there. Barrett. Let's give you the limit booster. Accessory. Oops. Healing. I think I've got Ifrit on him. Oh, I didn't even have all of these on there? Oh man, that's no good. Okay. Oh, do y'all need another question? I'll give you another question because this is taking a minute. You want an insane question? Let's do an insane question, shall we? Chuck Klosterman's Hypotheticals, 50 questions for insane conversations. I use these in my class constantly. Let's do this. You're gonna love this. Oh, since we've been talking about football, and it's a big football day, and the Tide and the Bulldogs are both down bad, let's talk about football. So even if you don't know football, this is an ethical question. I'm curious. Genetic engineers at Johns Hopkins University announced that they have developed a so-called super gorilla. Though the animal cannot speak, it has a sign language lexicon of over 12,000 words, an IQ of nearly 85, and, most notable, a vague sense of self-awareness. Oddly, the creature, who weighs 700 pounds, becomes fascinated by football. The gorilla aspires to play the game at its highest level and quickly develops the rudimentary skills of a defensive end. ESPN analyst Tom Jackson speculates that this gorilla would be borderline unblockable and would likely average 6 sacks per game, although Jackson concedes that the beast might be susceptible to counters and misdirection plays. Meanwhile, the gorilla has made it clear that he would never intentionally injure another opponent. You are the commissioner of the NFL. Would you allow this so-called super gorilla to sign with the Oakland Raiders? So that's your question. You are the commissioner of the NFL. Would you allow this so-called super gorilla to sign with the Oakland Raiders? And why? For those of you that might be Oakland Raiders, might be fun. Las Vegas Raiders, is it? The card says Oakland Raiders. No, but the Browns need the help. We could use a super gorilla in Cleveland. It seems dangerous to know without this hypothetical. Good. It would never intentionally injure the players, it did say, so, yeah. That's so funny. Okay, Barrett, you're up next. We have the limit booster. Healing Ifrit, Yuffie. I need you. We want you, sweet girl, to have that. Strength up. First strike. Well, let's give you a first strike. Oh my goodness, this is stressful getting all these. Sorry, Teefs, you don't get that one. First strike. Odin. Already got it on you. Good. Limit Siphon. Oh, that's important. Barrier and Magnify. We do love that. Okay. Next. Red. Good news, buddy. You get the sacred thing, the Gacha Damarang. The Tide could have used a super gorilla, to be perfectly honest. Could have used a 700-pound super gorilla for real. For real. Okay, let's look. We need time. Healing. Got that empowerment, baby. And Gilgi? Yeah, we got Greg. And finally, Kate Sith. Last but not least, baby. We got you. Okay, we want to give you... Okay, we're also going to give you some healing. How about some healing? And we're going to give you... Magnify. I've got re-raise on him. Yikes. I suppose that'd be nice. Jada. Oh, I need limit support. Y'all, I'm going to tell you right now, I have really been working to understand this battle system. So, in the time off, I went and got all of the manuscripts by doing all of the side quests all over again, even though you don't need it for the platinum. I do have everything but Chapter 14's trophies. Yeah. Exciting times. Because somebody happy learned how to putt, as they say. So... Okay, so. For the gorilla's safety, will we be able to wear a helmet? Sure. Would I allow the super gorilla? I don't know. I think that I've got everything I need at this point. I think I do. Everybody has revival. Gotta have Aerith with that revival for real. Okay, I guess we're ready. I think we're ready. I'm so nervous. Why am I nervous? I don't know. But I'm nervous. I'm real nervous, you guys. Spirit up. Why do we have Spirit on Kate Sith? Just for kicks, let's give him another healing, and let's give him a magic efficiency, or magic focus. That way he's got, like, super magical healing ability. Okay. So let's do it, shall we? CTE is a serious injury, even for super gorillas. So, yeah. Grindel's mother? Is that Grindel or Grindiz? Grind is mother. I think it's Grindel's mother. Love a fellow Beowulf fan. That's awesome. Okay, we are back. I think we're ready, you guys. Now, I'll be honest with you. I am not sure how this is going to go. We're just before the Zack and Cloud fight. Okay. Yeah, this is the perfect... Okay, let me make sure that everything is exactly the way that I want it. I think it is. Oh, MP up is pretty low on old Kate Sith, isn't it? Maybe we can give him a different MP up. I just don't have... Well, that one's better. Let's give him that one. Well, that's good, at least. How's everybody's MP doing? It seems like most everybody's doing decent. Let's give him another MP up just to help him. There we go. And Kate, you don't need Spirit. I know Zack's combat better. Am I good at it? I don't know. I don't know. I am better at it, though, I'll say. I don't feel awesome at it. I think I'm ready. Do you think I'm ready, chat? I know that you're ready for me to be ready, but I think I might be ready. So let's maybe give it a shot. Maybe. I don't know, man. Oh, God. Once I leave this screen, you guys. Once I leave this screen, I have to go back. I'll look at some of y'all's answers real quick. You never know till you try. Well, Kuya, the problem is I would have to redo all this materia because it doesn't save it if I need to change it. 3 turnovers in the first quarter is no bueno. Yeah. The Tide, well, we are going to get a new quarterback. So, Guerrilla Warfare. You're from Cleveland. Wouldn't that be amazing? Like if you... Like I would... The NFL commissioner would likely be all about like ratings and money, and you know people would tune in to watch that. Now, if you did misdirection plays, you could mess him up, right? So he does have weaknesses. Yeah. So those are good answers, everybody. I see what you're saying. That's good. Oh, and I like those answers with going to take a break too. That's good. Like a break from tech. That's good. Okay, let's just looky. Here comes Cookie. And see, I feel like we can do this. I feel like we may be able to do this. Okay? So, let's get right to it. Zack is the most broken... listen, I came to really appreciate Zack. In fact, Zack helped me beat Odin. Okay, we're just going to do it. We're just going to do it. Okay. No fear. Little fear. Okay. So first things first, let's go. Okay. 3, 2, 1, go. Okay.
Cloud, you ready for this?
Yep. I'm so ready for this.
All right. Follow my lead.
Look at you taking charge. I like it.
Dodge, yeah. Okay, Zach, give me some of that sweet empowerment or faith.
What the hell happened to you? You were a soldier. How could you turn your back on everything?
Hit him with Firaga.
As long as you get what you want, who cares who gets hurt? Is that it? You really got it coming. We're not done here. How you like this?
Rage. My weak little puppet. It's almost endearing.
I'll kill you.
Cloud! Come on, Cloud, get him! Woo, Cloud! Okay, how about you give him a little bit of help here? Ow, stop it! Oh, you jerk. Crap, is that gonna kill him? Oh, he's gone.
Just as worlds unite,
Y'all.
so too do they part.
I learned how to do this better. That was way better than any other time I've ever done this. Zach, save her.
Cloud, save her!
Okay, dear God, I don't even know what to do here. Oh, I'm so scared. I'm so scared, you guys.
Alone at last.
I've just got PTSD from the menus last time. Oh man, I love that they included this from the final boss of the original game, like the penultimate, that choir. Hey music, you want to drop some facts about the lyrics of this? You sent me a huge tome of things and it was so good. I would love for you to post some of that in the chat, let people talk while they're bored by my fighting. Oh man. Oh man. Oh gosh, here we go. Oh, that's not what I wanted! Oh, thanks for the sub! Thank you, thank you, thank you! Okay, let's... Okay, I'm ready, I'm ready, I'm ready. Let's go. Now that we've got all
How
this.
big you get, I'm not backing down.
Oh no! Did I just get hit and lose my ability? That is terrible. Oh!
Just in case.
No, stay away! Oh, I died! Oh, I hit that wrong button. If you remember, chat, 6 months ago when I fought this for the first time, I ran right into those twisters and that was my death too. So... Okay, let's speed past this. Thankfully, we got that speed up.
So too do they part.
There goes Sephiroth cheating. Oh, it's not working on Twitch again? That's weird.
Alone at last.
Let me make sure.
Shall we?
Let me make sure that settings are right. I'll make sure that we've got that. Yeah, it says Twitch. 1 second. And Twitch should be working now, everybody. So, sorry about that. But hey, now I know enough to fix it. Let's continue. Yeah, XCOM, I think that would be awesome. Everybody pay attention to what music is putting in here. Some really interesting connotations like he's talking about. I love this stuff.
Sir.
Thank you for the sub.
No escape. Don't care how big you get.
Did he dodge that?
Down.
Oh, good. He did. Ha! Did I cripple the body just with fire? What? I came back with a vengeance, baby. With a vengeance. I learned the free MP for Raga. Fire level 3, baby. Now let's get to climbing. Man, that was insane. The easy way to defeat this is just to bypass it altogether, right? This is nuts. Climb, Cloud, climb. Climb. Attack! Yes! The irony of using fire for Raga on Sephiroth. Oh no, oh no.
I won't give up.
You're back! Ooh, that was close.
Last line.
Oh, I'm dead now. Yeesh! Is everything... Oh my gosh, this is the worst. I have no ATB. Oh! Oh, God! Man, this is the worst. This is the worst. Okay. Let's get back to that. From the current phase. I don't know if it's before that or not. That was crazy. Okay, so I gotta get away from that madness. Oh my gosh, okay.
Just as worlds unite, so too do they part.
Thank you, God, that they pulled... They gave us that,
Cloud, save her!
They gave us that double
Alone at last.
speed thing, or 1.5 speed.
Calling fire. Don't care how big you get.
It's working pretty good for me, not gonna lie. It's good. Hey, thank you. Bought some merch. Oh my gosh. Thank you so much. I don't know if you're I think you're my second purchase. I think somebody got a water bottle earlier, and thank you to whoever did that. I got a slight notification. That's awesome. You are the first person to buy a shirt, though. That's awesome, dude. Thank you so much. They put like blue little veins there. Ah, music. That's so good. That's just so stinking good.
Not looking good.
Back it up, back it up, back it up!
Let's be smart.
Dodge that. Just use a fire.
Need a light.
Whoa!
Well, figures who would end like this.
I got to be able to get that ATB up faster. Man! Okay. Gotta get that ATB up faster. Yeah, This is a challenge.
Just as worlds unite,
So too do they.
part.
Well.
Cloud, save her!
Oh yeah. Oh, this is good information music.
Alone at last.
I almost said fart. I wanted to say fall, but to combine fall and part comes out. Just as worlds unite, so too do they fart. Okay, let's try something a little bit different now.
Don't care how big you get. I'm not backing down.
Well, maybe not.
Finishing this.
No. Nope, don't do that. I got distracted. We're gonna have to restart this, but I'm afraid of going to the menu. Dodge, Cloud, dodge! Don't maelstrom me. No, no! Oh, I'm dead already? Oh man, this is nuts. Okay. That was bad from the beginning. Thank you for the cheer. Thank you so much, Jeffrey, for the cheer. I needed that. I needed that right then. Okay, focus,
Just as
focus,
worlds unite,
focus.
so too do they part.
Okay, I gotta get into this.
Cloud, save her!
I love that stuff music. That's great.
Alone at last. Jelly.
Oh, thank you so much, Jeffrey. You have been here for 16 months. That's crazy. You bought some merch. I'm so glad. That's awesome. Thank you so much. That means the world. The reunion could be the division. I like that. That's an interesting concept. Okay, time to... I can't kill him quick. This is the problem.
Here I come. Don't care how big you get. I'm not backing down. I'm finishing this.
Okay, now let's do it. That should do it. Okay. Good deal, good deal. Good deal. It did not fully heal me, which concerns me a little bit. But Smith knows what's up. Sephiroth sees himself as a redeemer. Y'all are gonna like something that I've got coming out later this month. I think that's a really cool lens to look through. That's awesome stuff. Okay, here we go again.
Gotta be careful. Just in case. Not looking good.
Okay, let's try this. Come on.
No escape.
Oh, ow. Oh.
No holding back.
Hit him again. Ooh, we got him. Yes. Woo! Lunchbox, I think that's a pretty good idea. I think there's some interesting things to be reckoned with there as well. So, okay, no, hey, new party members, let's go. Tifa, Yuffie, Kate. Oh God, here help. God help us.
Maybe the Whisperers got him.
You think they took him somewhere? Look out!
Oh, interesting. Music. Oh my gosh.
This one's for Aerith.
This one's for Aerith.
This is very bad.
All right, Scaly. Move it or lose it.
Why don't we do this real fast?
How about you?
Ow. Ow, again. Hot to go. Oh crap, here comes Giga Flare. This destroyed me last time, so... Yeesh. Can I stop him? I wonder. Cannot, turns out. Turns out you cannot. Maybe the mana wall will protect us? Okay, it did. It did. Oh my gosh, it did, you guys. We survived it. Come on, Chiefs, get him. You gotta stagger him, baby. You gotta stagger him. This guy has got to chill. That's what I'm saying. Chiefs, I need you to pace. Yikes, that hurt. That hurt.
Fight's not over yet. Let me take care of those wings for you.
Oh crap, Chiefs. Okay, we got to get it together here, Tifa. Wait a second.
How about you show us? Here I go hands now.
There we go. Can we do something here? Yes, do that.
Let me out.
Let's re-raise Tifa just in case. And mana wall everybody again. Isn't it though? Isn't it though? Oh boy, this is bonkers. Can I limit Siphon? Let's actually just wait, because we're almost there. Hey! One wing down! Angel, even. And then he created another one! Okay, hang on. I think I can... Ooh, yikes! Crap, we're out. Okay. Could I summon? I could summon Odin! I won't. But I could. Oh, focus. Oh, she's so close. Doppelgang him. Wait, Tifa. Tifa, where are you? Okay, good. Get away from that. Oh no, Tifa, no! Do not, Tifa. Okay, this will be fine. This is fine. Everything's fine. No, it's not. Almost got it. Mana wall again. What if we did Lady Luck? That'd be fun. Yeah, let's do Lady Luck. That'll be Tifa! Oh wait, Yuffie. No, not yet, not yet. Oh, youch! Yeesh. Okay. Why not? Ah, God, no, he's just gonna come back. Okay, we got him, we got him, we got him. We didn't need that limit for that. Okay, now. I don't want that just yet. Tifa, let's use yours. Got him, okay. Good, good. That's one. And now we've got this guy? Oh, no you don't. We're just gonna go ahead and do it. We're just gonna go ahead and do it. Come on, Yuffie, it's all up to you. Staggered and dead. Guys, we're doing it. We're doing it! Now for some Zacky Zack, I think. Yeah. Oh! I have yellow flowers in my house right now. Yeah. It's the little things. No holding back now.
What in the hell is going on?
Okay. Oh man. This is such a cool moment. Subtext, you should have seen me on Jenova. You should have seen me on Jenova.
As a soldier. Let's settle this once and for all.
Dodge, dodge better. Hit him! No, no! Stop it! Get back in those flowers. Follow them, the yellow flowers. Oh, stay away from that mouth. It's gonna vomit. No, you don't. Do not. Okay, Zaki. Okay, get in there. One more dodge. Yes. Get in with that Faraga action. Okay, let's do this, baby. Oh, we're so slow! I held back too much. Okay, the chest is crippled again.
Alright, time to go all out.
Yeah, we're trying.
How you like this?
Back it up. Oh, I know that attack too well. Oh, bad things are happening. Oh! Is it cloudy again? No, it's Yuffie Barrett and Red 13, who has a limit break. Oh, because he's got it. Oh, Yuffie's girl. He's just rebuilding himself.
Then we keep fighting.
Hey, that head here's looking pretty banged up.
Call me crazy, but it feels like someone's helping us.
Do you think
Okay,
it's
let's try.
loud?
Oh man, I do not like this.
Take out the barrier. It's those stupid wings.
I know. Oh no! It's gotta be fire. It is those stupid wings. Ow! Who can heal me? Woo! Save me! Oh no, he didn't. Oh no. Crap!
We've got to take out the barrier.
I don't want fire in the hole. Okay. Yeesh! Those stupid wings. My stupid mouth. Oh, get out of the wind. Get out of the wind, you. Choose one of these. And Red, you give me that. And Barrett, how about you do a steel spin with that? Still, oh! Ow! That was unkind. Okay, lightning. Woo! That sucks. Man, oh man. Ninja Carbine? No, that's not what I want. This is a tough part of this boss rush. This is not pleasant, not easy. Right up. What's that? I don't want to do that. I want to do Doppelganger first. Ow. Okay. Oh! Wind. Yeesh! Okay. Let's get this together real fast. Synergy abilities, can anybody... United refocus. That will actually come in handy.
You're in for it now.
What's his limit? Okay, that'll heal us. Eventually. We don't need that right now.
Okay.
Guess it's my turn. You got this.
Leave it to me.
Okay. Barrett, I need you to heal everyone. That would actually help. And I need you to give Yuffie a little bit of faith.
All right. Watch it learn. Bring it home.
Okay. Okay, now let's do this. Okay, one wing down. We just had to get everybody charged up, baby. I mean, we're not quite done yet, but... Oh, we got you. We got you. Oh, wait. Red, this is you. Get the core. Go, Red, go. Go, Red, go! Nanaki. Check him out, baby. That's the power of Nanaki.
Nothing's gonna stop us.
Barrett, how about a fire in the hole? Now's as good a time as any. Heartless Angel, oh crap, this is gonna suck. Nope. Okay. Cure Yuffie.
Up to you now.
Get up, Red. Crap, Red. Ah! Get back up, youths. Okay, she's back. Let's freaking go. Come on, youths. It's really up to you now. And Barrett, just shoot. And Red, heal. Okay, Yuffie with some devastation here. We love it. Yes! Come on. Get him. Everybody, come on, everybody, let's go. We've almost got him. Go.
You gotta be kidding me.
You gotta be kidding me. Yuffie OP. Love that girl. Okay, now, things.
Sephiroth!
Y'all, this is the final fight. When she walked out, man, she's gonna be a part of part 3, I'm telling you. She is. But it's gonna be one of those things
Let's end this together.
where she's like there but not. I really do think.
I must admit, I underestimated you.
Yep. Crap. Here we go.
I saw what you did back there, Dad. Thank you.
Take me later. This ain't over.
Woo! Did you see that block, baby? Okay, we need to just do that for a minute.
This one's for you.
Go get him!
My turn. Don't overdo it. Let's do this.
Ah! This is tough. I can tell you right now, this is tough. Ah! She doesn't have... I didn't give her a heal? I forgot to give her a heal? No! Oh, this is gonna really suck. Okay, that's fine. I remembered to give her Quake. You gotta be kidding me.
How can you want this, Sephiroth? How can you want an eternity of loneliness?
No! Yes, Aerith!
Keep it up.
One more shot! Go on!
Shall I sever?
No! Crap, this is gonna really suck. She's gone. Yes! Yes, I did it! Yes! Wow! Now that was a first try. Heck of an ending.
Why is he laughing?
Because he knows this isn't over.
Yeah, drop your music bomb. Wow. Dude, I was ready. This and Jenova, baby. Who would have ever guessed that we'd be done before 9:30? Let's watch.
Ready?
Very poor form.
Everybody's waiting.
Y'all, I got good. I tried to get good during the off season. And then watch her disappear there. There's so much to unpack here. No, I can't. Oh, y'all. Okay, before we get into this stuff, like we gotta just like stop for a second because like I'm reeling. There's a few things that I did want to point out from that. Music, if you've got facts and stuff like that, things like a music drop. I don't know if I missed it or not. I know you've been dropping music throughout this time, but if you want to drop your music bomb now, that'd be awesome. Thank you, Jeffrey, for the bits. Oh, okay. So, one cool thing in that scene where Aerith is, like you've just defeated Sephiroth, Cloud picks up the exact same pose that Zack does. That like in like a few scenes before. That's pretty cool. For the most recent theme, it's mostly just live stream. Nothing terribly revelatory about that one. That's pretty cool though. I like the idea that we are really fighting within this life stream sort of thing. And what is the life stream? I think that the nature of the life stream, we don't even really understand yet. I think we're going to get into that in part 3 a lot more. Like the real nature of the life stream. What is it? Is it just memories? Is it more than afterlife? Really, really interesting things with that. But I do think that part is really cool. I think also very similar to the way the final fight in Remake is with Barrett, 3 party members and 2 party members in the back line. I think that all of these sort of things, the different dynamics of battles on multiple fronts, this is an allusion to what's going to happen in part 3. Excuse me, let me drink some coffee. I screamed too loud. I wouldn't be surprised. Oh, that's an interesting point. I wouldn't be surprised if the live stream is everything all at once. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised either. That'd be really interesting. But I wouldn't be surprised if we saw Aerith and Zack impact battles and the party in some way. So it's similar to what Aerith says in chapter 1 about Sephiroth. It's not so much that he's alive as much as around. And I think that we're going to see the power of that with Aerith and Zack in certain places. I think that there are going to be limitations, but I would imagine in the final battle, Aerith and Zack are going to have a role. I think it would be an amazing thing to do a timeline switch. I think it would also be amazing to do something in where Aerith is coming into the fullness of her powers within the live stream. I think it would be awesome for her to commune with the Cetra in a really cool way. I'm zooming in right now. I think that would be awesome to be able to do that. But I do think that this final fight is a series of gameplay sort of things. So I want to know what Cloud has to say about seeing Zack and fighting with him and also fighting with Aerith. I'm really curious. That the first chapter of part 3, Re 3, is going to be crazy. It's going to be crazy. Punished Aerith dual wielding pistols. It's like Yuna in 10-2. All right, let's watch this ending and then we'll get to theorizing. But I did want to just point out some of the gameplay elements. Just like Remake teased Rebirth's fighting and battle system, I really think that Rebirth is teasing Re 3's as well. Okay, let's keep going. Oh, can't wait music.
We got him. So this is it, huh? Time to say goodbye. For now.
For now. Chat.
See ya.
So, oh my gosh, you guys. The framing of that. Time to say goodbye for now. Okay? If you noticed in that scene, I wish I'd paused it right at that scene, but the music was hitting and I didn't want to interrupt it. Zack is standing like in the middle looking up at giant meteor, right? And I'm wondering if you remember at the end of the original game, it looks like Holy is being overpowered, right? It looks like Holy is being overpowered and they're too late. But then the life stream kind of comes forth and begins to support Holy in fighting back Meteor. It makes me wonder if Aerith and the White Whispers are the embodiment of that holy, white, bright, shining materia. And it seems, I wonder if we're going to get a scene where it seems as though they are being overwhelmed right? By the meteor and maybe these dark whispers. And what happens, but this life stream that was subdued, and you saw the life stream being subdued at the beginning of chapter 14 when the strands of green life stream were corrupted and co-opted by Sephiroth. What if Zack, in this framing with meteor, is the thing that emboldens and empowers the life stream somehow? And so this green really becomes part of his memory and consciousness and his fighting for a legacy sort of thing. I think that thematically that could kind of work. Where it explains what the white holy whispers are, and then how the life stream is emboldened by people that didn't lose hope even beyond death. Because Sephiroth is corrupting the life stream with despair, but you have Zack who's fighting that level of despair. I think that could be amazing. I think that could be amazing. So, okay, so that's the thought. Also, this isn't better than 4 a.m. before the holiday. Yeah. Yeah, sure. Well, it gave me more time to think about it as I was manuscript grinding. I would love for them to bring Genesis into part 3 simply because I want Crisis Core to be fully recognized. I know that it's recognized with Zack, but I want, if the devs are setting out to redeem every part of the compilation and to include it, like, I trust them. Like, I want them to bring in every part of these things. So sounds like Zack is going to punch Meteor. I need it, Chris Redfield style. Okay, let's get back to it. Cisne is Crisis Core. You're right. Yeah, you're right. You're okay, Nine Ball. We're just at the ending. That needs to be a shirt next. It did, music. You're right. Okay. Oh, Tifa. Oh, that musical. Jeffrey, that's a...
Aerith, wake up.
Oh my gosh. The emotions in the eyes, my gosh.
Can't stay here forever. We'd best get moving.
Yep. Sounds good.
Ugh. She's so guarded around Cloud, yeah. Very live
I'll see
streamy.
you off.
Jenova inverted, yes. Oh man.
Tifa, come on.
He's just got this like face of like blank. Shoop, what's up everyone? What's up, Shoop? It's good to see you. Thanks for hopping in. Oh man. So it's as good a time as any to talk about that scene. Shoop, what's up everybody? Everybody say hey to Shoop. If you remember, Shoop and Droogle were guests on the lecture series. So thanks for hopping in tonight. I'm glad you've been hanging out. Happy New Year to you. This is pretty cool. And music, everything that you just said is super rad. Yeah, Rich, I think he's a professor of music theory, something like that, but has done a lot of work with Uematsu's stuff. Oh, thank you for the sub. Thank you so much.
Yes, sir.
Thank you for the gift sub. Appreciate you. But that inverted Jenova theme and the live stream theme there all at once. I mean, this is interesting, super compelling stuff. I think that it's interesting, and so there may be a couple of misdirects happening. I think it's either A, that Jenova is influencing and manipulating Cloud's mind, or Sephiroth through Jenova is doing this, or the devs want us to believe that it's Jenova doing this, and maybe it's Aerith. Because you also get the live stream motif as well. So is it a corruption of a live stream memory that is causing Cloud to kind of have this glitch out? Or is it the live stream is protecting Cloud from completely falling apart? Yeah. Yeah, agree or disagree, that inverted ostinato is definitely heard in Chapter 1 of Rebirth when Sephiroth is in the Shinra Manor basement. I think that is freaking rad. That's some interesting stuff. Yeah, I think there's a case to be made about primarily Jenova's Cloud's delusion, but Jenova cells are taking advantage of it. Yeah. It's so interesting because the original game did such a great job of giving us an unreliable narrator. Right? Talk for a sec. Of an unreliable narrator. And this game is giving us that same thing because we're looking for an unreliable narrator, but it's like, okay, so what is happening? Like, what is this? It could be Jenova because we know about that, and it could be, I think that would be a fascinating turn. I don't know what I think about it. Even after all of these lecture series things, I think it's like a wait and see sort of thing. I think that the lenses that we bring to it could make us think one or the other, right? The Aerith that Cloud sees... Hang on, a lot of people talked about it once. Aerith the Cloud sees at the end, and the majority say this could very well be Jenova. It could be. It could be. I think that there's reason to believe that. I think that there's also reason to believe that Aerith is trying to hold Cloud together. Remember one of the last things she says to him? It's about saving the planet and you. And so maybe this is a last-ditch effort to help save Cloud in this. Because you see these kind of rainbow flourishes throughout the Zack scenes, particularly in the game. Yeah, I think that there's multiple sort of illusions of Aerith going on here. Yeah. I like to think of it as a hammock. It's not incredibly sturdy, but it's something you can stand on, but it's still a net that's holding it. Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. I think it's Aerith's spirit from the live stream, but Cloud is so out of it with his trauma that Jenova cells messing up his brain. Yeah, I mean, I think there's case for that. I like all of these ideas. What is this? What if this is sort of an Advent Children reference? She does help Cloud during a lot of those fights with Sephiroth, the Remnants, and even Sephiroth. Yeah, I think that it's definitely bringing in some of those elements. We learned some things about the live stream in Advent Children of those that are in the, quote, beyond or whatever's next, or the planet, right, that are able to, in some ways, at least encourage and cheer them on. Theologically, this is really interesting because it's in the New Testament book of Hebrews, there's this idea of a great cloud of witnesses that are, and if you think about this in terms of the Greek system, the Greco-Roman world that these texts were written in, this idea of cloud of witnesses, if you think of a stadium, it is the upper echelon, the upper balconies of stadiums were called the cloud of witnesses. So it's those that are at the very top of a stadium that are looking down to cheer on the athletes. And I think that's a really, really interesting way of thinking about this. What if the people in the live stream affect through cheering them on, right? Yeah, Shoop, a lot of good grief stuff in this, and denial stuff here. Yeah, I think that it's probably, I bet that there's a way of looking at all of this that's in some way kind of around what they're going to do, but really what they're doing is they're going to get to some really good stuff, I think. A lot of parallels between chapters 1 and 14. Yeah, I feel like a whole video could be written on that. About the original was how abrupt death was, and there was no mourning period. One of the reasons I wanted this game to go all the way to handing over the black materia. Yeah, the way they chose to end this game, Grendel's mother, is if they had gone on and we had some after conversations about Cloud and stuff all the way up to the handing over the black materia and the northern crater, we would know. Like, I think we're going to know within the first 2-3 chapters what's going on with Cloud and Aerith and stuff. And I think that the tension is going to be, what does the party do? And it's going to be the fracturing of the party. So, oh, man. Yeah. I want it to be simple and easily explained. I feel like sometimes in the content creator world, we get really, really intense and really complicated. And I think that the answer is probably much simpler than we are thinking. That's kind of my thoughts. Yeah. If there's a reunion, will there also be a division? I love the way you said that during the fight, Jackie. I wasn't able to comment because I was in the fight of my life. But if there's a reunion, will there also be a division? And I think that is where we have the integration of multiple Clouds. If you remember in the original game, when Cloud goes into the live stream segment, he comes into contact with all of these versions of himself at different points in his life. Now, it would be really interesting if they took that and they made it more of a like grounded sort of thing where he is seeing himself in all of these different worlds. And by the end of it, he realizes he's the sum of all of them. There's the possibility of all of them being him because they're in him. And it's the acceptance of that. I think that's so cool. Yeah. Shoot. Dang. Girl, you're crushing it. As long as it's easily explained. It can be complex as long as it's easily explained. That's what I like. Be complex, but, yeah, explain it easily. That's the mark of a good teacher, by the way. Aerith's death is replayed when the party returns to the Forgotten City with Bugenhagen. Yeah, they could use that moment to finally show the real events of Aerith's death. I think it's either going to be there or it's going to be when Sephiroth is showing Cloud these moments that he doesn't realize. Yeah. Realize what he did or that he was missing. It's going to be a crushing reality that's going to be confirmed by Tifa, I think. That's going to be wild. Was the division caused by us defeating the Harbinger in Rebirth? Farthers. So, like, one thing that I, like, it's the hill that I'll die on, at least until part 3 proves me wrong, is Sephiroth tricked the party into fighting the Whispers. That's like, the Whispers were good, and they were trying to maintain the preference and providence of the planet toward a good, desired end. And Sephiroth knew that you had to break the planet's design in order to win. I think that's amazing. It's also a really interesting thing to talk about when you're talking about theology and free will and stuff. I've got a small video coming out about that, probably in March. So the projector will recap it. Yeah, I think it's good. Oh, yeah. Cloud's response to the facial expressions. Oh, boy. I know that Tifa will play. I still believe that Tifa is going to be the biggest part of his rediscovery, Ken. I really do. I don't think. But I think that everyone is going to have a part in this. But I think Tifa is his, like, Sherpa through the live stream. I don't think that's going to change. But the way that they've kind of been building this up, I mean, it looks like we're going to get everything. And like the live stream of all live streams sequences. And remember, Tifa's the only one aside from Aerith that's been in it. She fell in it in Chapter 9. I think that's going to come back in a big way. And she's going to be like, I've been here. I know this place. Let me show you around, Cloud. Oh, man. Talk about a Sherpa. That's good. Okay, I'm getting behind in the chat. Lots of stuff to look forward to. I want Genesis in Part 3 sub. Absolutely. Yeah. Yeah. I have an idea about how I want Part 3 to go, and I'll get to it. Will shoe puffs be introduced in Part 3? If shoe puffs are introduced in Part 3, then it is confirmed that 10 and 7 are intricately associated. We already have hints, but that would be the ultimate. Okay, let's finish this ending and then we can process it together. Let's go.
I have to admit, you were quite the man.
Send me that interview music.
Me? Oh, I guess not. Anyway, you haven't seen Viceroy Saruf, have you? He failed to show at an important event. Made us look like fools.
Maybe he wouldn't have if you'd spent some money on that set.
Ah, you're probably right. Rich kids do like things just so. Still got results, though, even without him. Resistance elements are more fired up than ever.
You know, Glenn, I'm on to you. This war is nothing but a ploy to distract me from Sephiroth.
How very astute. Regardless, the plan is already in motion. Our promised land will become reality. Our father's dream, accomplished by his son.
A father's dream. Oh, accomplished by his son.
I want the real
That's Glenn as Cloud's dad. I'm just telling you.
It's all you deserve. In the back, just like old times.
I think you're probably right, Ken. Ooh, meanwhile... Now that's a preview. That's a preview if I've ever seen one. You've got red and blue. Yeah, ruby and sapphire. I definitely believe that is happening, and they're like babies. But I absolutely think that that is going to be at play. If the planet is so bent on using the weapons to save itself, like why do they end up kind of going berserk and destroying a lot of things? I think we're going to see them go to berserk, and they're going to be taken over by these Sephiroth corrupted whispers. Oh man, I think that was a hint. Like they're fighting away the whispers, not because they would die, but because they are going to be overtaken and manipulated, just like the Whispers / maybe Cetra. I'm a big fan of the idea that the Whispers are the Cetra guiding the will of the planet. So anyway, regardless, I think that this is some good stuff. I like that idea. Because it is interesting that the party would fight the weapons, and the weapons are on their side of protecting the planet, right? But this would it would make a lot more sense for them too. Now it made sense because, I mean, they're going to destroy Midgar and all that kind of stuff, but that was interesting. Did you notice the weapons were protecting the live stream sequence? Yeah, that's an interesting thing. So I wonder if that would be like, do you fight the weapons somewhere in the midst of that live stream sequence? Or like before you can go. I don't know. It's going to be some interesting things. Sapphire and Ultima, or maybe it's just completely new ones. Who knows? I'd be interested. So let's continue. Also Rufus and Saruf, I think y'all have been talking about that. Still like that those whale-like weapons are just recons and maybe help the party. Oh man, I think it'd be awesome if you could control weapons and have Final Fantasy 16 scale battles. That would be awesome, but that's like fan servicey, but it's whatever. Okay, let's keep going. We're almost done. Jackie, is that true? I've never read that. I've never heard that.
Did I?
God, I love that church.
I couldn't have dreamt that.
Oh, I love it.
It all felt way too real. Just as worlds unite, so too do they part. But who's to say they can't unite again?
Oh my gosh, thank you so much for the super chat. I'm gonna look at this. That Crisis Core music is so good. And notice these corrupted whispers guiding the party, or guiding these guys out there. I think that is just good. Hey, there's want to read the super chat real quick. Josh Z over on YouTube says, I don't want anyone else involved in the live stream sequence physically. Cloud is not emotionally close enough to others for them to see his flaws and insecurities. His recovery is too personal for everyone to see. You know what? I think there's something to that. And I think that there's also a good mental health protection there. While it does in some ways take a village to restore someone, I think that there's some intimacy that happens. You know, and I think that that's a really good point. I think there's a good discussion to be had with, you know, don't cast your pearls before swine. There's certain things that, you know, vulnerability is one thing, but recklessness and carelessness with your secrets is another thing. And I've seen people give undeserved intimacy to others, and that can actually be really harmful. So I think that's a really good point, Josh. And that's why I think that Tifa is probably the Sherpa of the live stream. And while it may involve others, it's depictions of others, right? Zach and Aerith may play a cameo role because they're also in the live stream. But Tifa is the one hand in hand that is being the Sherpa for Cloud. At least that's the way it was in the original game, and I think that that's probably what they want to do here. They've not been shy about the intimacy that the two of them share. So good stuff. Good stuff. So a group cry. Oh man. Okay, let's keep going. Here we are at the end. Let's go. It's like a guide, Jedi.
Can you not raise it just a wee bit higher? Screw you, cat.
Oh, shit.
Nice catch.
So, what Aerith actually do anyway? Well?
Oh.
And with that, we are cleared for takeoff.
Finally.
It's not fair.
I mean, yeah.
The hell? The reunion.
Hey, you coming or what?
Yeah, one sec.
You have to promise not to look up.
Don't look up.
Well, now I gotta look.
Fine, but don't let it get to you.
Don't let what get to me?
I like that
It's
Red
not
was just
real.
looking up there, right?
Just an illusion. Now let's go get Sephiroth. He's hiding up north.
North.
Trust me, he is. Soldier's intuition.
Me too,
Oh,
Snow.
yeah? Better hope you're right.
Alright, fine. We trust you. Just remember, we got everything riding on this. And that's a load you'd best be ready to carry.
No heavy loads. We're close to capacity as it is.
Don't worry about me. I can handle it.
Her silence speaks more than any word that she could say here. I mean, she doesn't know what to say because
Take care.
it could shatter him further, or she doesn't trust him. I mean, it's
You gonna
so
be okay getting
good.
back?
And if I said I wasn't? Don't worry. It's like a second home.
I guess. But what if something happens?
Then I'll send up smoke.
Thanks. I'll keep an eye out.
Yeah.
I'll put everything I've got into my prayers. I'll stop the meteor. And I'll leave the rest to you. Good luck.
Aerith, I will stop Sephiroth. Trust me.
You promise?
Promise.
Oh! Wow.
Walking city streets with
Wow.
cobblestone. Listening to people rushing past to rhythms all their own.
Just
Goodbye.
incredible.
Passing me by, not thinking how the years have flown until I met you.
Oh man. Chat, such good stuff. Such good stuff. Game of my lifetime. Incredible ending and keeps you on the hook for 3 years. I love it. I love it. Aerith is a White Whisper confirmed. Aerith controls the White Whispers, I think. I mean, that's a... So, I mean, yeah, let's definitely talk about this a little bit. Just a few things to kind of be thinking about with this. Yeah, XCOM, I've thought that. Maybe they do all this to justify Cloud going snowboarding right after. I think that's a good one, a good idea for that one, for sure. So, I think that this is such an interesting ending and crazy compelling. There's a psychological angle and a conversation we can have about it. There's possibility of quantum mechanics and superposition and all that kind of stuff. There's this idea of delusion and denial. And I don't remember a game that's made me think so deeply about all of this, quite to the level of this game. It's so good. Yeah, the second verse. Yeah. All the burdens I was born to bear. Oof. Yeah. Oh, see, that's so good. Oh my gosh. Yeah, so that second verse, everybody, just so you know, it says, if only I'd never known all the burdens I was born to bear, lived a life without a care in the world save for you, but that won't do. That is crazy. And it's so good. But if Aerith, like, really does, and especially in Remake, all the way up to the Whispers and then regained in the Sleeping Forest, Aerith understands what she is meant to do according to the planet. I think it's really interesting, by the way, that the planet is both, like, you've got the White Whispers and the Black Whispers both kind of assaulting Cloud, but also protecting Cloud as he's making his way to the altar. So it begs the question, is it the will of the planet for Aerith to die, or is it the will of the planet for Aerith to have survived that? I think it's a really fascinating idea that both the Sephiroth's Whispers and the White Whispers were kind of pushing fate toward the same thing, but for different ends. Sephiroth to extinguish Aerith and break Cloud. The planet's Whispers to unite Aerith with the life stream so that she can fully defeat Sephiroth and bolster the planet. I think that'd be an interesting concept too. Aerith's mom couldn't help out in the live stream. I think there's something uniquely special about Aerith that we don't know yet, but I could be wrong. Yeah, Aerith's this song is about Aerith and her journey and the relationships, the bonds of friendship that she made. So, I mean, I'll tell you a little bit about what I believe is going to happen in part 3 here. I think that my favorite thing that I kind of think about has to do with the clear materia in some ways. I think that the clear materia is going to be, I think it's almost like an avatar. It's not an avatar. It's a manifestation of emotion, hope and despair. And therefore, this clear materia, I think, could end up being the level of hope or despair that maybe even Cloud has, since he's in possession of it now. I think too, and I think this came from the Final Fan TV interview that I did. We were talking about the clear materia, and at the end of the original game, Cloud says to Sephiroth, "Planet, we've come to show you," and the translation's murky. In English, it's our memories. It can also be translated as our wishes, maybe dreams, or even maybe insinuating prayers, which is an intense desire focused on the asking. And I think that what it reminds me of is at the end of Rebirth, we're not sure which way Cloud will go. He's living in between two worlds, a delusion and a reality. A delusion that's filled with some hope because Aerith is alive, and a reality that's maybe filled with some suffering. And I think that there's going to come a point in part 3 where Cloud is forced to choose. Maybe it's at the climax, where he comes to the planet and he says, this is the reality that I want. So yes, there's myriad worlds out there, maybe 6 other ones, depending on how many stamps you believe in. But is it him saying, I'm not going to live in a delusion and ask the question of what could be or what would have been. I'm going to accept what is. And in that way, I'm going to defy fate, because the train tracks leading up to this point should lead me to a future of suffering. But I'm choosing something different. I'm not going to be stuck in that sort of thing. I think that would be an interesting thing. And I think that what happens with that clear materia is that when despair takes over Cloud, maybe it looks a little bit more like the black materia. And maybe it looks a little bit more like the white materia when he has hope. Maybe post-life stream sequence or something like that. But I think that that clear materia is going to be the thing that he holds up to the planet. And he says, we've come to show you our dreams, our hopes, our wishes, our memories, the things that we cherish. And defeating Sephiroth to the ending of it all. I think that would be an interesting idea. Another idea that I have, and I do think that this is going to happen in part 3. Let me zoom in on this. Sorry, chat. Unless you just wanted to see the credits. We love the people that made the game. Love you guys. But I think there could be, just like part 2, Rebirth, started out with a flashback from Cloud, I want part 3 to start out with a live streamy sequence or flashback of Sephiroth. I would love to have a Sephiroth backstory for Chapter 1 that also serves as a tutorial, Sephiroth in training, right? And it would make sense to go back to when Sephiroth was like in Ever Crisis, and you've got like a tutorial at the beginning, because every game needs to start with a tutorial. And then you go into, okay, this is who Glenn was, and this is how Glenn died with Rufus. So you get a new flashback sequence, this time from Sephiroth's point of view. And how was he broken, really? Because we have Cloud co-opting Zack's emotions and memory, retelling the story. But I think that that's a perfect way of doing it. It would frame who Glenn is. It would frame who Sephiroth is. It could even reframe who Genesis and Angeal are. Now, this would be particularly interesting if, just as everybody kind of is their own experiences and its perceptions, what if Sephiroth has these glitches and stuff, and he is, what if Genesis is a manifestation of Sephiroth? Like a manifestation or a machination of Sephiroth's imagination. And it's like, yes, he exists. What if he exists, but it's only through Sephiroth? So he's not really real? I think that would be an interesting thing, Ken. Yeah, right? Wouldn't that be interesting? I think it would satisfy a lot of people, too. I think it would satisfy a lot of people. To be like, okay, he's here, he's present, but he was... What if Genesis was a manifestation of Jenova to corrupt Sephiroth? What if? What if? Wouldn't that be crazy? And it would make us go back to Crisis Core Reunion and rethink the whole game. Wouldn't that be nuts? Yeah. I think that would be bonkers, to be honest. The next thing, tonight's stream was called, I titled it Requiem for a Dream, based on the 1978 novel and the 2000 film. And the reason that I titled it is because this was a requiem for the dream, perhaps of Aerith, at the beginning of chapter 14, but also requiem for kind of the reality of Cloud and Cloud's peace. I want to read a little bit of just this description over on Wikipedia of Requiem for a Dream. It says, this film depicts 4 characters affected by addiction and how it alters their physical and emotional states. Their addictions cause them to become imprisoned in a world of delusion and desperation. As the film progresses, each character deteriorates, and their delusions are shattered by the harsh reality of their situations, resulting in catastrophe. I think that's an interesting thing because this game is really about Cloud becoming imprisoned in his own thing, right? So, fascinating stuff. Smith, you asked this question about Minerva. I've got some ideas about Minerva as well. It's always bothered me. I'm going to be real honest, chat. It's always bothered me that Minerva... Oh, it is? Well, I don't know if I can help that too much. Maybe there. The game audio just gets really loud sometimes. One thing that's always bothered me about Minerva, and something that bothers me in any game that's got its own mythology, is when they not only borrow from mythology, but depict mythology. So Minerva's always bothered me because I'm like, okay, that's like a straight up Greek, Greco-Roman world sort of deity. Okay, and like, come on. Like you've implanted, she's not even a summon, she's just like a goddess. And that drives me up the freaking wall. And I get that it's in Loveless and stuff. But I think that one way that they could really bring that out, because I always felt like Minerva was a little bit weirdly shoehorned in with that final dungeon in Crisis Core, especially with the 7 days of creation materia that's all in there as well. And it's like, what in the world are we doing here? Like, we're just like straight up ripping off some of these real world mythologies. I wonder if Minerva is less of like a goddess and more of a status. And I wonder if Aerith becomes this Minerva-esque one. I think that's why in the majority of the dates at the Gold Saucer, Aerith plays Minerva, outside of Tifa and Yuffie. Not Minerva, but the goddess, right? I think it would be really interesting if they made that point of Minerva is... You think maybe the live stream showed him what he wanted to see? A goddess, perhaps? Maybe. I don't know. Listen, I don't know, but it would be really interesting for them to... Thank you for the sub.
Thank you, sir.
It'd be really interesting to see if they could bring Minerva and Genesis into this idea of like... I don't know. I don't even know how to say it. Somebody, I wish that I remembered who it was. I should have taken a note, but I think that I was like at my mom's house for Christmas and stuff, and I checked Twitter during a break with the family. And but somebody on Twitter posted the scene of Kadaj dying in Advent Children, and you hear the voice of Aerith welcoming him into the live stream. And I wonder if that is in some way kind of the solution. You know, what if Aerith is kind of the Sherpa of all people? All of these despair remnants to bring them back to the life stream. I think that's a really cool thing to think about with can Sephiroth find peace? I'm not talking about Sephiroth being redeemed. I'm not. I'm talking about Sephiroth having an end. What if she finally helps him accept? This is so similar to the ending of 15, when Luna finally helps Arden dissolve. I would love that. I would absolutely love that. Smith, yeah, why is everyone calling me mother lately? I think that's good stuff. Yeah. Sephiroth's Alpha and Omega. Well, doubt it. One other thing that I did want to talk about, chat, is the title of the game, right? Rebirth has so many different connotations. And I guess here is a good time as any to talk about this lecture series as a whole. We have been through an entire semester worth of stuff here, chat. And it has taught me so much about a number of different topics. The research that I did on Buddhism particularly has given me such a new appreciation for Buddhism and for the ways that it is shown in this game. Like, I really want to teach courses on Buddhism now and use this game for it. Because Rebirth is so central to that. And so certainly there's the Buddhism Rebirth mindset, but there's also this other kind of double entendre, if not triple entendre, of Rebirth. As Rebirth can happen on a day-to-day basis. When we die to suffering, we are reborn maybe through that pain. Like it says in the Temple of the Ancients, as we begin to choose new ways. And I think that there's a message of saying, I mean, it's kind of like what I always say on these streams. The worst thing is never the last thing, right? So how can your suffering create a rebirth for whatever is next for you? I love Aerith's speech in the Temple of the Ancients, because she is essentially saying, like, what's been done to us, what we've done, there's no changing the past. But all we can do is kind of defy fate and the train tracks that we're on by moving forward, you know? And I think that that's a really cool way of being reborn. Kind of having that persistence and resolve to overcome those things. But then there's another idea of rebirth. It's not missed on me, it's not lost on me, that the appearance of Sephiroth is so, like, one-to-one almost of the original game's penultimate boss. A deity, Sephiroth. Birth of a God is the music that plays in the background of that particular song. And this game ends with a different kind of rebirth. Sephiroth Reborn. But is Sephiroth Reborn as this, like, thing? Yeah, in some ways. But by the end of this game, Sephiroth is reborn as Cloud. It's a perversion of incarnation, where Cloud is the embodiment, the enfleshment, the incarnation, perversion of humanity as Sephiroth overtakes him fully. It's like he says through Glenn to Rufus. He says that the work of the Father accomplished through the Son. I think it's interesting, whether Glenn is Cloud's dad or not, in the form of Glenn, he says to Rufus, oh, your father's work, but there's a double entendre there saying, my work is going to be achieved through this son of Cloud, me, Cloud. Yeah. Yeah, Lunchbox, that's a great point. The major keynote you've seen in Buddhism is the rejection of attachment, which is the anchor binding Sephiroth and Cloud's fates. And it's so interesting that this game is really pushing the idea of bonds of friendship. This game is about the bonds of friendship. So, oh wait, there it is, of Hardy stock. And there's the platinum Tifa. We got the platinum at a measly 344 hours and 53 minutes. Yes! Look at that. We got the platinum. I'm so glad I got to do this on stream with you guys. I was saving it for you. Oh, professional Noctis, man. That Jenova and Sephiroth fight. I could have made it 365 hours, an hour a day for the whole year. Oh, thank you, thank you, thank you. I couldn't have done it without you. Oh, so happy, so proud. And what a night to do it on, right? What a night to do it on as we close out this incredible time that we've had. Let's play some background music as we kind of close out here, shall we? Let's do it. Oh, this will be a good one. Oh, this will be a sick one. Yeah, let's do it. Oh man, let's go. So thinking about, going back to what you said, Buddhism, Lunchbox, if this game is about the bonds of friendship, and it's about building these bonds, what is Sephiroth doing? He's cutting down all of the bonds. He's taking down all of the bonds, and beginning with Aerith, but he's really cutting off Cloud from everybody. And it's kind of like what BioRoxas said in our interview, that Cloud, his strength is his bonds and his connection to people. It's not like Sora, where his strength is his friends, but Cloud's strength is his care for his friends. And I think that's a really cool way of looking at this. Because these bonds have strengthened him. So what does Sephiroth do to weaken him? Well, he takes away those bonds. He sows division between him and Tifa. He kills Aerith. And the rest of the party is going to begin to distrust him, especially when they see him hand over that black materia in Part 3.
Thank you, sir.
It would be cool if Cloud loses all the synergy moves at the start of Part 3. It would also be cool if he comes back, and that's when you unlock triple techs, triple synergy. So I do. Well, let's spend a little bit of time here. What questions do you have for me at the end of this lecture series? What questions or comments, all that kind of stuff, and then we'll kind of do a wrap up and a little graduation ceremony, I guess. So, what's a question or an idea that you want me to kind of wrestle with? What's been the most impactful lesson I've learned from this lecture play series? Honestly, I think it was the Buddhism. I didn't really know a lot about Buddhism. I mean, I knew what I learned in classes, but I never really took a deep dive. And But the Buddhism stuff really helped me. And let me tell you something else. The book by Thich Nhat Hanh, that's called Living Buddha, Living Christ. Or I may have gotten that backwards. Living Buddha, Living Christ, Living Buddha. I think it's Living Buddha, Living Christ. Offered a comparative analysis between Christianity and Buddhism. And I will tell you, it was powerful for me. As a Christian, it gave me a framing to appreciate, respect, and understand Buddhism a lot more. So I'll get into that another time, perhaps. Sephiroth just wants Cloud to be a monk. I've got things that are going to blow your mind. I can't say too much about it, though, right now. How did I get my jawline? Good genes. Genetics. Jenova. I don't know. I wake up and I do like chomps. No, I'm playing. I don't. Let's see. Which part of the game and story made me go, the most? So many parts did, but I really think... I mean, the ending, obviously. The ending has made me go, from the very moment I first played it, which was also on stream, live reaction. But I think that the part of the game and the story that really made me go, this is important, for me personally, was the Cosmo Canyon stuff, and that's not just because the music's playing in the background, but it was because there's a lot to be said about religious communities and the arrogance and unwillingness to change in light of even new, modern, current information. That was something that really, really deeply impacted me. And in fact, my work at the university, it made me think about it all the time. And I was like, am I being a Bugenhagen here? Or, ooh, is that person being a Bugenhagen here? I should adopt more curiosity rather than certainty in this moment. And that's come out with my teachings with my students. And sometimes they, when you're young and you're passionate, you want to live in certainty. And in fact, somebody in their final paper in Final Fantasy XVI class, they said, they quoted to me Hebrews. It says, faith is the certainty of things unseen. So I believe that there's certainty. And I was like, sure, yeah. But look, I've commented on their paper. I was like, yes, but I would love for you to come back and talk with me when something really does hit you in a way that's like, okay, I'm rethinking some things. Because at 20, it's easy to say, I live in certainty. I find at 40, I'm saying, I have more confidence, I have more faith and belief, even though I may have less certainty of my correctness of opinions. And that humility was something that really taught me from Cosmo Canyon. Yeah. Jedi, yeah, I'll talk about the Buddhism thing when I release that video at the end of the month. It's coming, I promise. Do I think Cloud could speak to Zack while he's Mako poisoned after Northern Crater before Mediel to save Tifa? No, I don't. I think he's going to be too broken. Even in the live stream, I just think he's lost. I think we're going to see a Cloud, if we see him at all, that's alone in the fetal position in the live stream, maybe being preserved and protected by the White Whispers commanded by Aerith. I think that Zack and Aerith may protect him. But, yeah. That would be my thinking. Now, I could be wrong about that. Who knows? What was one interpretation I had of the game sub before the lecture play and interviews that changed after the series? I don't know if there's anything that really super changed. But I think that I'm more fortified in my belief that this game, the third game, is going to be about acceptance. And I believe, as many others do, that it's probably going to be called Return. And I think it's going to be a return to multiple things. Number one, it's going to be the return of Aerith. I think it's going to be Sephiroth's return to the life stream. And I think it's going to be a return to the world that the planet willed. And I think that that's going to be a choice in myriad worlds, myriad possibilities. I think that if there's, you know, Chrono Trigger-esque agency in the game, I think the best ending is going to be the acceptance piece. And I think it's going to be a return to normalcy. I think that that's probably the thing that I most settled on. I also think that maybe, this is a big one, I'm not a big remake trilogy as a sequel sort of thing. I think that it's also probably... I think that the thing that I would say is that remake trilogy is not necessarily a sequel. That's probably what I would say. It doesn't have to be a sequel. But if it is, in some way, like, I'd be okay with that as an idea of, like, another world within the live stream. Because it's not really a sequel at that point. It's another telling, like Ever Crisis, for example. For all of these disparate media to be another retelling. I liked what Phil Hartshorn said in our interview, that it's a revision of the original game, not necessarily a sequel or a remake or a redo. It's a revision. So there's that. The book is amazing. I'm glad you liked it. What do you say to those who dislike that Aerith is not the same character she was in remake? I think, I mean, I would be curious why they don't. I think it makes sense because with the Whispers laying out things, she knew what the future was because of her proximity to the planet and her ability to hear the planet's will, whether that's at that little leaky pipe at the beginning or whatever. Like, she knows the future. But when the Whispers are defeated at their hands, by the way, suddenly that's all up into question. And so it makes sense of, like, okay, this was stolen from me. And why was it stolen? Well, Sephiroth took that from her and stole her certainty. Like I said in my Whispers video a year ago, like I said for that video a year ago, Aerith had a Calvinistic devotion to the planet's will in remake. And when that certainty was lost, she had to depend on faith and feeling as to what was right. And so I would just be curious why they didn't like her. Because it seems to me that it's very grounded. Personally. Okay. Could Rufus possibly be another clone? Maybe. I don't know. They would have to explain that. That would simply be conjecture at this point, and I don't know. Did I follow a guide for my amazing loadouts for the characters, or was it just trial and error? I'll tell you what it was. I did use guides to get through some of those brutal challenges, and I'll tell you, those brutal challenges, even with guides, were horrific. Honestly, the Sephiroth, the Rulers of the Outer Worlds was not difficult with a guide. It was the 10-round one before that with the giggle worms. The worms got me so many times. So I hated those guys. But the others didn't bother me that much. I actually had a lot of fun with the Zack solo and or Zack and Cloud and Sephiroth and Cloud ones. Those were really fun. Bonds of friendship, I think. Yeah. And to be a hero. That arrogance of religion, refusal to change has been a cornerstone for your lacking faith. Yeah. Well, Lunchbox, the only thing that I would say is that don't throw the baby out with the bathwater. There's good out there. Even Richard Dawkins said if the world had more theologians like Paul Tillich and Dietrich Bonhoeffer and others, then he would have written different books and the world would be a different place altogether. So, are you any better at reading ancient Greek? Smith. I am good at reading ancient Greek. The pronunciation is challenging on stream. Okay, let's see. I find the more and more I get older and more I realize how uncertain. I think age allows you to live with uncertainty better. I love that. I also love being able to say, I like being able to say, that's beyond the scope of my research. A religion would, you don't think a religion would be a religion if it constantly changed? I think that the core tenets, but it's a question of what's core, what's central. It's like what John Wesley said. He said, in essentials we have unity, in non-essentials we have liberty or freedom, and in all things we have charity, love. So, on things that are essential, we agree. On things that are non-essential, we can disagree. But in all things, we're going to love each other. So, that's what I would say. How about that? Will Xenogears get remastered? Will Xenogears Remastered get announced in FF7 Remake Part 3 Medieval Sequence? A man can hope, you know? Yeah. Found the confidence in your faith translates to not being afraid of questions. Yeah, I like that. Restore, I do like that. I do like that. I think there will be an unofficial Part 4 and 5, playable Advent Children, Dirge of Cerberus. That'd be awesome. Oh man, that'd be so good. Ideas need to change and grow and develop. Yeah, I think there's a lot of interesting things there. I think that a lot of the ideas of like monolithic religion, there's this human need to try to protect the divine and the reputation of the divine. And I'm like, maybe we don't have to protect God. Now, sure, maybe there's a protection of some theology and stuff like that, and those warrant discussions, but I think that some things do need to change with time. I mean, if there's pain and suffering, I can think of so many times when throughout history, we talked about this in my Final Fantasy 16 deconstruction class, where people said a cornerstone of their faith was the enslavement of Black Americans. You know, and it's like, is that a cornerstone of your faith? And they would like twist the scriptures. And so what I would say is maybe with religion, I think it's okay to take a deeper look. It's like one of my mentors said to me one time, and again, this comes from a Christian sort of thing. He said, Wade, do you believe that Jesus is the way, the truth, and the life? I said, yeah. And he said, well, if Jesus is truth, be careful not to run away from things that are true in the world. Because if you run away from truth, you may find that you're running away from Jesus himself. It's mind-blowing my freshman year of college. I still remember that conversation, and I was just floored by it. So I do think that we do a service of rechecking. Yeah. Yeah, just to reanalyze. Hamaguchi said in the interview almost a year ago that he would actually love to see a remake of Dirge. God, please do. Good. Do you think Sephiroth's plan, whatever it is, succeeds? No. Unless there's multiple endings. But I think a more interesting question is whatever his plan, what is his plan, right? And so is his plan to destroy the world and to absorb all of it so that he can reign over the cosmos? Maybe. But is there a more redemptive aspect? We know from Ever Crisis, the plot of Ever Crisis, what I was trying to say. We know that Sephiroth had a heart for saving people and protecting them, and he was unable to save everyone. And choices that he made left some to survive and some to die. So if he can control myriad worlds, can he merge those worlds so that everyone exists apart from their suffering? In that way, it's a kind sort of thing. But you're taking away people's agency and the thing that makes them human. It's kind of like, right now I'm playing Metaphor, and it's a really interesting concept, because a lot of it's like, if you read Thomas More's Utopia, you're looking at a pseudo sort of communist sort of society, which is interesting until you realize the people at the top that are making those logistical decisions can be corrupt. And so if Sephiroth is enacting his will for the so-called good of all, well, what's to say that that is true good, you know? Even if his ambitions were noble. Yeah. So, anyway, I don't think that it'll succeed unless his goal is to get peace. And in that aspect, it will succeed. Similar to Arden. He just wants peace at the end of Final Fantasy 15. If we can do that for Sephiroth, rad. I love that. I think it far transcends any real definition of a sequel, a reimagination. Yeah. I think much has been said about think of this as a different world altogether. And people are like, oh, he said world, so that must mean that it's another world and the original game is another world. And maybe that's the case, right? But I think that words lack in so many ways. I think it's a better thing to say this is a brand new canvas. So if it's a revision or a reimagining, then it is in some ways kind of a replacement, but it's not like negating it. It's just like it's revising it elaborately so that it's more of a part of a compilation. I actually think the original game is probably less part of the compilation. I think Sleep Easy was the one that said to me that Crisis Core is better thought of as a prequel to Remake, or Remake is better thought of as a sequel to Crisis Core. I think that's pretty accurate, whereas the original game is just the original game. Is there anything they could do in Part 3 that would ruin what they've set up across the two games? I mean, yeah, there's a lot they could do. I think the worst thing that they could do is in some sequence, the live stream sequence or something, Cloud peers through a portal into the other worlds, and one of them is the polygons of 1997. I think that would be like, oh, this is meta nonsense, and I hate it. I just hate that kind of thing. I think, like, tell this story, you know, like, truly remake this story. I'm into the multiple worlds. Don't Marvel Endgame it, though. Don't, like, that's one thing that I just, like, to me, I feel like multiple dimension, alternate reality, timeline narratives can get so messy. But if they really talk about it in terms of Buddhism, again, and they say, yeah, there's all these other possibilities of things that could have been, would have been, should have been, and we still accept this thing, God, I think that'd be awesome. I think that'd be so cool. If Cloud chooses pain. God, that'd be great. Okay, so let me, oh man, I gotta hurry. Based on how others, okay, I gotta really hurry here, because the chat is deleting your messages. Okay, based on the ending and what you've already know about the 7 universe, what do you think is going on with Aerith from my perspective? You know, I really don't know. It's live stream stuff. But just as there is a physical war between the White Whispers and the Dark Whispers, I think that there is a war going on in Cloud's mind. And Aerith is trying to preserve it, and Sephiroth is trying, or Jenova even, is trying to break it. And so I think that there's probably sometimes when we're seeing Aerith truly, and there's sometimes when we're seeing not Aerith. So, yeah. Currently stuck on the Outer World one. Yeah, that one's a challenging one. The tenets or principles can be constant. Yeah, yeah. Okay. Thoughts on the battle system after being forced to play it at the deepest level? I love it. It's my favorite battle system in the entire franchise. Hands down. Oh my god, I love it. And it got better when I slowed it down and like pressed the menu button. It really did. So I loved that. Next. Xenogears HD and Chrono Trigger Remake. Please, God. It does feel like Xenogears, yeah, which makes sense. What's the most interesting, surprising section of the game for me to research? I think that Gungaga and going into Buddhist mindfulness. I really like the Buddhism stuff. Man, I loved it. Yeah. I like that. I like that. High school reunion. What if it was high school reunion? What if? Sorry, I'm missing some things. I named my protagonist Wade. Pacing issues. I don't think you're going to get the myriad mini games. That part of the game is over. And by game, I mean all the trilogy. Yeah. If you understand it, it's not God. Interesting. I also believe, let me say this about the divine, and I think this has a lot to do with Aerith as well. It is the divine responsibility to condescend. And what that means is to descend to be with. Con with, descend, to arrive or to come down, right? And so it is the divine's responsibility to condescend to humanity. So you don't have to understand all the things, but you need to understand the things that God wants to make known about God. That's one thing that we say in theology classes. OG7 is like a storyboard for what Remake trilogy would deliver. And then Rebirth is like a, gosh, how did it make Remake feel like a beta test? Yeah. Anyone think Vincent will be getting a huge chapter? Yes. Yes. 100% count on it. With Yuffie. Yes. Absolutely. I love that. I want it. Okay, we're only going to go for about 9 more minutes. And then your boy's going to take off because we've been talking. I think the different worlds needs to be explained. Yes, it needs to be explained as part of the live stream. And I think that it will be, right? Like, it will be. Kind of like I explained it with that basketball bracket a few streams back. Yes. How do you feel about Rebirth DLC drama stuff on XYouTube? I don't know anything about that drama. I've been on holiday. Why are they being dramatic? I don't know. Full speed ahead to part 3. Amen. You have a character in a story that's named after me? Shush. That's awesome. Gungaga is key. Aerith's last conversation with Cloud contradicts the one in Sleeping Forest. What do you mean? Say more. I can look it up, but you just tell me. What does it mean, Josh? Not what does it mean, but like what are the two differences? Last thing that Cloud says to Aerith, I'll send up smoke. Like, no promises. Or before she dies. And I don't know. Neat. Do you think they'll go into context to how Cloud got to Mediel from Northern Crater? I think the whale weapon might carry him. Honestly, yeah, I could see it. I could see it. Another version of Zack, ribbon on his hand, not the one who fought alongside us, who is currently looking for a cure for Cloud. Yeah, I mean, I think that all of those worlds are going to come to fruition in part 3, for sure. Like, they're going to play a role, I think. Do you think Sephiroth hates Cloud? Absolutely not. I think that Sephiroth admires and respects Cloud. Because Cloud is the one that he underestimated. I think he's jealous of Cloud. You're only doing main story, 0 side stuff at the end game now, and it's hard? Yeah, I imagine. Sorry, Care Bear. Do some grinding. She tells him to go after Sephiroth, but she said the opposite in the forest. She said don't go at... Oh, she said don't follow me, right? Like, I'll take care of Sephiroth? I mean, that's an interesting point. I mean, I know a lot of people are really, really, really into every time you see Aerith after her death is Jenova manipulating Cloud. I know a lot of people are into that. And it would make sense. Like, I'm not opposed to that. I don't think we have enough to know for sure. But, I mean, it makes sense to me. I think the thing that's interesting is she just, like, if that's Jenova, then... if that's still Jenova, why is she spending that time petting Nanaki? Is it just a ruse for Cloud? Like, look how much I love these people. look how much I care for these mourners. Send up smoke. Like, she's just like play acting as Aerith. Like, that would be my question, and I don't know if that's it. I don't go too far into theory crafting. That, and neither do I. Like, my whole thing is that I look much more into the lenses that we look at games through. Theory crafting is okay. Take care of yourself and leave Sephiroth to me, but then she later says, you go get Sephiroth and I'll be hanging and praying. Yeah, I mean, maybe that's a contradiction. Perhaps. And maybe it is all just a ruse. I think that, I really do think that it may be a mixture. And so what we're seeing is, we just see Aerith. Similar to how in Remake we saw one type of whispers. But inside you there's 2 dogs, right? No, there's 2 types of whispers, and now we're able to see how they're working. But I think that we may get a point where we're like, okay, one is real Aerith and one is a manipulated perversion of Aerith. And what's happening in the live stream is that when Aerith is winning, she's able to speak to Cloud. And when she's not, perhaps, be interesting. When she becomes fully the status of Minerva, maybe. Okay, let's close up, and I want to share some of my own final things. So why don't we listen to some good old graduation music? Because this is the end of a lecture series. And so I want to give you a brief commencement address, shall we? So, everybody, let's have a brief graduation ceremony, shall we? Cue the music, straight from Junon. Oh my gosh, listen to that. Don't you feel like you're at graduation right now? So, let's have a heart-to-heart chat. This semester, you have been with me since September. You have been with me since September on Tuesday and Thursday nights going through this game. Come into class with your friends. And it has been awesome. I've learned a ton. I hope you've learned a ton. We have together created something amazing. But I want to share several things with you. This lecture series has been a proof of concept. And as a result of this lecture series, we've developed friendships, but we've also created a channel that has reached very, very far and wide. Not just to fans of Final Fantasy, but to other universities, to faculty, to people in the UK, teachers and faculty in Europe, and in the Philippines and beyond. It's been absolutely amazing. And here's what I want to say. So much of what we've been able to accomplish this semester is more than I could have dreamed. And that's because of you. You came in ready to learn, ready to discuss every Tuesday and every Thursday. You listened to the guest lectures, you listened to one another, you had a posture of curiosity, not one of certainty, and you were interested in what others had to say. And that's made the difference. I also want to give a fantastic shout out to something that we just kind of started this semester, and that's our research assistants. This thing could not have happened without these guys. From our classic research assistants like Smith, who did all of these amazing like lists of Greek terms and stuff, in Blitzer, to our video editors, shout out Jedi and Lana and Esper, to our stream mods and our Discord mods, like Kuya and again Jedi, and to our friends across the seas. I know I'm missing people, and I'm sorry for that. For everybody that's contributed to merch, everybody that's contributed their thoughts in the chat and in our Discord, and really kept this thing going. To the people that have helped organize and schedule out our stuff. To people like, I think of our peacemakers like Amy Cloud Angel. Oh, Kuya, we had the same thought at the same moment. They are playing me off the stage right now. But to have all of these people that have just come in and done this, time and time again, is like just amazing. People that have given up their evenings and have given up their nights. To our, I want to call out a couple of other people. Our IT friend, Jeffrey, thank you. Want to shout out Lana, who is never live with us because she lives over in Europe and I stream too late for her. But she does a lot of video editing. Wiley, who does all of our kind of merch designs, and then also to Vincier and to Roshan, who kind of help keep us on track with some of the scheduling it out. We have so many people that have made this thing possible. Now, these aren't just RAs that have made this channel happen, but it is genuinely every viewer that comes in here, right? So, I guess what I'm saying is you all have made an exceptional difference here. And not just that, you've made a difference for people that listen and watch these streams after the fact. Parents that are watching with their kids. DMs that I receive from college students who say, your community has really given me some hope. Like, connections that you've made with people that has turned their bad day into a good one. That's been one of the things that I have cherished this whole semester. My hope is that this proof of concept is going to carry on into the spring with The Last of Us. It's going to carry on into future things like Final Fantasy Friday, and it's going to carry on into anything that we do. It's been an incredible year. From doing Lies of P and doing new weekly shows and all of these things. But tonight, I just wanted to celebrate you because you guys have done incredible work. You've been an amazing class. And my hope is that you are better at life and maybe at games as a result of this. So, it's super cheesy and super cringe, but sometimes maybe you gotta live into the cringe. Because sometimes some things need to be said. And I think that I've said, everybody, I went to my list because I was like, I don't want to miss anybody. About the same time that Kuya was calling out Amy. I was like, oh, yeah. But that is one thing that I absolutely just wanted to make you aware of tonight. So, with that, here's what I will say. We just getting started, baby. 2025 is going to be bigger and better than ever. Because not only are we doing Last of Us, not only do we have merch, not only do we have more opportunities for all of us to hang out and be together and stuff, but we're going to be bringing in brand new games, new ideas. Just to give you a rundown of things to expect, you're going to hear more of this on Monday's show. But the weekly schedule, starting with The Last of Us in February, is going to be Monday. We will have a recap analysis of a Last of Us Season 1 episode. It'll come out on Monday because when Season 2 releases, it'll be on Sunday night. And so we're trying to get the conversation about every episode out on Monday. On Tuesday night, we're going to do a Last of Us lecture play that corresponds with whatever that week's episode was. So starting with Season 1, going 9 weeks, picking up with Season 2 when it starts on HBO, and then going throughout the rest of the semester like that. Monday is a recap of the episode. Tuesday is a lecture play of that episode. Wednesday, we will have our weekly show. Sometimes it'll be about The Last of Us. Sometimes it'll be about Final Fantasy. We've got some really cool ideas, including actual scientists of fungi that are coming up. I think that's going to be awesome to talk about. But on Wednesdays, it's going to be our weekly show. So look forward to that. Thursdays is going to be a bit of a variety sort of thing, which is going to be whether it's games that have been gifted to the channel by developers. We're going to be trying out new games and also just having a good pre-weekend vibe. And so you're going to want to come and hang out and also Last of Us stuff as we don't finish, because I may suck, on Tuesday nights. Then on Fridays, we've got Final Fantasy Friday, which is going to include everything from video essays to live streams. It is going to be during the day, so maybe turn me on during your work day or just watch the VODs, and so that'll be fun. And then also we'll have continuing interviews, including one with subtext as well. And so it's going to be 5 days of ProfNoctis content, and the goal is that it's going to feel less like a classroom and more like a college, whereas you may not be in every class, but it's going to be you go to the classes that you want and you're interested in, and there's a class for everybody. Now, some of you may be like, I'm in all of it, and that's awesome. I love that. Some of you may be like, I'm more into Last of Us. I'm not really into whatever you're doing on Thursday night. That's fine. So we're going to have a full syllabus. Now, the question is, what am I going to do in January? Well, Square Enix was kind enough to gift our community a copy of, for our community, a copy of Fantasian. And so we're going to play through Fantasian for the rest of January. And so get excited about that. I think it's going to be a lot of fun. We'll play a little bit. I think we're going to play a little bit on Tuesday night. I'll keep you updated on that simply because school starts on Wednesday and I may need Tuesday for myself. It's hard. Well, I need to play on easy then. So anyway, that's what we're doing in January. If you're not familiar with Fantasian, created by Hironobu Sakaguchi and Nobuo Uematsu, it's going to be awesome. Final Fantasy inspired and adjacent, if not actually a Final Fantasy. So it's going to be great. With that, love you guys. Can't tell you enough. Look forward to Monday's episode. Evan and I gush about you all. Like we just gush and gush and gush about this community. And I give you theories and stuff that I didn't talk about tonight. So look forward to that. With that, Happy New Year. Merch in description. Go buy some merch. And for Games Before Games, make sure you check out the Discord. I'm going to be putting in some workout tips and stuff and some accountability as we start the new year, getting them gains before games. With that, everyone, good night. Happy New Year and walk tall, my friends. Bye.